Hi kids, and welcome back to the Keys Kids channel, and I'm Miss Keys. We are back for episode 11 and the second week in our June series all about main idea. I know, please don't make that face. If you remember last week, we read a book called Black is a Rainbow Color Too, and it wasn't that bad, right? Okay, it was a little rough. But I promise, by the time we finish this series in July, you will be a pro. Now, if you remember, main idea is just the most important idea in a topic, article, or book. It's the big idea. Kind of like the chair. Our chair, which our cushion, is our big idea. But then we have our supporting ideas, which are our legs. This week, we will be reading an amazing book called Jabari Jumps by Gaia Cornwall. Gaia Cornwall is an amazing author who was inspired to write this book by a young man named Cullen Jones. He was the first African American to set a world record for swimming. Now, Miss Gaia Cornwall is not a black woman, but she saw that a lot of black boys and girls were not being represented in books. And so she took it upon herself to write this book with a black main character and a black family, because representation matters. So I personally wanted to thank Miss Cornwall for doing that, and I can't wait to show my school kids and my real kids and just to have it in my library. And for all of you out there, I have put the link below for you to purchase this book as well so that you can gift it to your kids and read it to your kids. And I highly suggest you stop by Mrs. Cornwall's Instagram to go check out all of her cool posts. Okay, guys, with all of that being said, you know what's next, right? That's right, it's time to read the book. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go! Jabari Jumps by Gaia Cornwall. I'm jumping off the diving board today, Jabari told his dad. Really? Said his dad. The diving board was high and maybe a little scary, but Jabari had finished his swimming lessons and passed his swim test, and now he was ready to jump. I'm a great jumper, said Jabari, so I'm not scared at all. Jabari watched the other kids climb the ladder. They walked all the way out to the end of the board, as big as tiny bugs. Then they stood on the edge, they spread their arms, bent their knees, and sprang up, up, up. And then they dove down, down, down. Splash! Looks easy, said Jabari. But when his dad squeezed his hand, Jabari squeezed back. Jabari stood at the bottom of the ladder. He looked up. You can go before me if you want, he told the kid behind him. I need to think about what kind of special jump I'm gonna do. Jabari thought and thought. I don't know, Jabari, you seem a little scared. Jabari started to climb up and up. This ladder's very tall, he thought. Are you okay? Called his dad. I'm just a little tired, said Jabari.
Maybe you should climb down and take a tiny rest,
said his dad. A tiny rest sounded like a good idea. When he got to the bottom, Jabari remembered something. I forgot to do my stretches, he said to his dad.
Stretching is very important,
said his dad. I think tomorrow might be a better day for jumping, Jabari said. They looked up at the diving board together.
It's okay to feel a little scared,
said his dad.
Sometimes, if I feel a little scared, I take a deep breath and tell myself I am ready. And you know what? Sometimes it stops feeling scary and feels a little like a surprise.
Jabari loved surprises. I do too, Jabari. Jabari took a deep breath and felt it fill his body from the ends of his hair right down to the tips of his toes. Jabari looked up. He began to climb. Up and up and up and up until he got to the top. Jabari stood up straight. He walked all the way to the end of the board. His toes curled around the rough edge. Jabari looked out as far as he can see. He felt like he was ready. I love surprises, he whispered. He took a deep breath, spread his arms, bent his knees, then he sprang up, off the board, flying. Jabari hit the water with a splash. Down, 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 and then back up.
Jabari, you did it,
said his dad. I did it, said Jabari. I'm a great jumper, and you know what?
What? Said his dad.
Surprise double backflip is next. The end. What an awesome read. I love this book. And just like Jabari, I'd be scared too. I'm going to actually tell y'all a story. The other day, there was a giant frog really close to my house. And if you didn't know, Miss Keys hates frogs. And so I was scared and I was going to run the other way and I just wasn't going home that day. But I said, you know what? I'm going to take a deep breath. And I ran as fast as I could to get in the door. And the frog didn't get me. Just like Jabari, I had to overcome my fear. And that actually leads us all the way up to the main idea. So, if you remember, the main idea is the most important idea of the topic, article, or book. It's the big idea. So for this book, the main idea was super duper easy. But don't forget, you can use the pictures. You can use the first and last sentence of the book. You can also use the blurb, and you can look for repeated words to help you figure it out. The main idea of Jabari Jumps is that Jabari had to work hard to overcome his fear of jumping off the high diving board. That's your cushion. But now we need some legs to stand on. We can pull one of our legs from Jabari waking up that morning and telling his dad that he is super ready to jump off the diving board today. Another leg to stand on is that when they got to the pool and he started climbing up the ladder, he got a little bit nervous. The last leg we can stand on is after talking to his dad, Jabari climbed up that diving board, took a deep breath, and jumped. We can use all of those supporting ideas as legs for our big idea, which is our cushion, which is again that Jabari had to work hard to overcome his fear to jump off the diving board. Now you have the whole chair to sit on. And guess what, you guys? You guys did it! You have successfully found the main idea for the second week in a row. Every week, you guys just keep getting better and 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 better. By July, you guys are gonna be pros. I am just so excited you guys continue to come and join me every Friday. Please don't forget that on Mondays on the Keys Kids channel Instagram, you can find our book of the week. And down in the description box below, you'll find extra comprehension questions and other fun facts to read. Please, 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 guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next week on the Keys Kids channel. Bye! See you next week.